Hello, welcome to video number 2 of the video blogging experiment I'm working on right now. So instead of writing a lot, I'm hoping to do a lot more videos. So I think I put my first one out either last Thursday or maybe it was Friday. Don't even remember, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more regular with these. And so today's Monday and we're jumping in. We've got 3 interesting stories that popped up today. Well, stories. Things I want to talk about and that I would normally figure out a way to blog about, but we're going to go with this video thing for a while. I also got Meerkat going live, and I've got a couple people watching live, so we may talk a little bit about that too. We got Joshua on and Michael. So they'll just be watching me as I record this before I send it out. So number 1, how to turn a 25-year-old video into e-learning is a blog post I had up on litmus.com/blog a few weeks ago. And I'm still looking for more folks to give me some feedback on that particular video. So if you're interested, you can shoot me an email at brent@litmus.com and request the link to the video. Or if you just want to watch the video on the blog and then just write how you think you might go about turning a video like that particular content into e-learning or some sort of instructional, the different medium, however you want. It's wide open. I'm just looking to open up a conversation, and this content is mine, so I'm making it freely available to whoever wants some content to practice and try to build something different, do something new. So go for it. That's number 1 today. So check it out at litmus.com/blog. And second thing today I wanted to talk about was an interesting shout out today from TrainingZone.co.uk. They had a blog post go up today talking about the most secure learning cloud-based apps, and they've got a great infographic on shadow IT as a global concern. Cloud adoption encompasses all categories. Pretty much high-level look at all of the different types of cloud apps. Cloud, I guess what would be the best way, but categories of applications that are kind of moving over to the cloud. So check that out. But the interesting thing that they talk about the bottom of their post is they highlight learning management systems, which I thought was kind of cool. And they said, with a wide number of learning cloud-based apps at risk, I've decided to compile a list. And what they mean by at risk is with security and whatnot. He says, I've decided to compile a list with the most secure apps you can use. Topping his list is the Litmus LMS. He says, with more than 1 million active users, Litmus LMS is without doubt one of the most popular learning systems in the world, and the multiple awards the company received also show it. Whether you provide courses or you want to introduce easy-to-understand training to your employees, Litmus LMS is the best choice for organizations of any size. So it's always great to get a good shout out like that for the product, and it's great. We couldn't agree more. A lot of hard work goes into the backside of making Litmus secure and valuable to everybody who has it installed. And yeah, we're just really excited about that. So that's always really good to have. And one last thing I wanted to talk about today is a great post from Jane Hart from the UK also. She has this great graphic that she's been adapting and working on, and I've kind of watched her go through that process. And her blog post is the 5 stages of workplace learning, and she revisited it again and made some new comments. So I would encourage you to go to her blog at c4lpt.co.uk and check it out. And the interesting thing about it is when I first started seeing Jane thinking about this and putting this together, it's unbeknownst to me at the time, I didn't know she was working on this, and I was working on something that I think I called it stages or levels or something like that, but I think I do look at it from a different approach. And while my levels match up a little bit with what she's got going here, stage 1 being classroom training, stage 2 e-learning, stage 3 blended learning, stage 4 social learning, stage 5 collaborative learning, working. And it's this process, as she explains it, that organizations are going through as they adopt new types of learning, new styles, not necessarily styles, but as they start to adapt to this different training function, right? With technology and everything changing the workplace, I look at it a little differently, more from a tactical point of view, as far as what training departments do and what L&D, learning and development organizations do, and the projects that they work on. And I look at new technologies and old technologies alike as basically just tools in our toolbox as far as learning developers, learning solution providers. And that's the piece that I think I'm the most interested in and I enjoy talking about. I love the work that Jane does. It's great stuff. I tend to look at this more from, how do you get some work done and provide some business value, right? I kind of get the feeling when I look at Jane's chart here, and I'll edit this over it as we're looking at it, but and she clears this up as you read it. So, but it just kind of looks like as you go from one stage to the next, you kind of leave that last stage behind. And I'm not necessarily sure if that's the case. I believe so. Stage 3 is a blended learning strategy she has listed here. But in my mind, if the blended learning strategy probably incorporates some sort of classroom training, which is stage 1. So you're not really leaving it behind. So even though these different stages may be the stage as a primary delivery model, and as you move from it being the primary to just part of a blended model or part of something else, then you move through the stages, and that I totally get. But I think we're still in need, and I'm working on this, of a kind of a tools chart. I've been calling it also design patterns. Lots of different ideas around how we define the different tools we have available to us and how we create different solutions. So, quick example being in this blended learning space, right? If you've got all sorts of different choices to make as far as what you want to do you want to just use a bunch of videos to teach something? Do you want to have a bunch of small videos that teach little basic pieces of information first, and then there's a classroom experience with maybe some hands-on stuff, some interactivity, some face-to-face work with some colleagues, some peers, some group work, whatnot, and then maybe some after-event learning that uses social collaborative work to some extent, or it's just sort of the slow drip sort of learning where there's smaller pieces of media that just kind of remind you what you learned in all of the content going forward, right? It takes us from this idea of learning or training as an event to supporting learning as a long-term process. And so I encourage you to take a look at this, and as I start thinking this through a lot more and kind of sketching out some of my own drawings and images around this, I look forward to everybody's feedback. So for today, that's just about it. Take a look at the website again, like I said. Take a look at that video and let me know how you might do something different, right? Blended e-learning, classroom, making it social, making it collaborative, however you might do that. That old VHS videotape that I had uploaded, take a look at that. And congratulations, Litmos, on all the great kudos coming up. Stay tuned for that tomorrow. And take a look at Jane Hart's site. She's got so much great, valuable information on her website. Take a look, hit her up. She's also an extremely wonderful person. So take a look there and start some conversations with her and get some feedback going. So that's it for today. Thank you.